The draw is out. First game, we're travelling to Adelaide.
Same as last year. I think this is coming a habit, I think. First game of the season, Adelaide on a Friday night. Kickstart the A-League for another season. So looking forward to, obviously, first game is important, away from home. Be nice to go there and win and pick up 3 points first game.
Guess what all the fans are excited to know are the big derbies. First, the Wanderers, the Sydney derby. When do we get to take them on?
That's round 3. So we play Wellington round 2. Obviously, my assistant coach from last year, Foxtel's taken over there, so it'll be a good look to have a look at them. Second game of the season, but then the Wanderers game is third game, and that's something for the fans to get excited about. Players are very excited about that game as well, and it's always a good game, and especially playing at their new stadium as well. I think that's going to be something to cherish.
It'll be nice as well. Ryan McGowan's got his brother playing there. Plus, of course, we've taken Alex Beaumont, so that should add a bit of spice.
Added spice to what is already a spicy game. Them two, I think, with the brothers. They've never played against each other. It'll be first time. And playing against, the big derby of the Sydney derby, so that's going to be great for both of them. And also with Alex joining us, I think, that's going to add a little bit more spice to it. He's doing a great job, and we're happy to have him here.
So it's an uneven draw this year. You don't play everyone 3 times. Do we have the Wanderers 3?
We do. We have the Wanderers. I think that's definitely a must-have 3 times. You get the crowds for that game, get the excitement, people watching that game, excited to watch on telly, and definitely that's one we're looking forward to. 3 games against the Wanderers. I think 2 are away from home, so in their new stadium, so we're looking forward to that.
The other derby that everyone's really wanting to know about is the Melbourne derby. When do we take them on?
We play them round 5, Melbourne victory. That's another spicy game, of course. After we smashed them in the semi-final last year, and with the added spice of Costa joining us this year, I think that's going to be a game to look forward to. Round 5, that's at home.
A couple of big signings for victory in Robbie Cruz and Andrew Nabu coming back to the A-League. How do you think they're going to combine with Toivonen? And that's a bit of strike power up front. Yeah,
it looks fairly strong on paper. I think you look at the 2 players they've signed, they're both Socceroos and in the Socceroos squad at the moment. So they're good quality. Obviously the 3 of them up front will be a good strike force. But if you look at our strike force as well, I think teams will be fearing our strike force as well.
And our backline.
And our backline. And our midfield.
Yeah, exactly. And our bench. So backing up straight after the Big Blue, we've got the grand final replay on the plane back to Perth. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, that's a grand final replay. That's something, we look forward to as well. The players look forward to that, and I'm sure, they'll want to get one back on us after us winning over there in Perth. So, but we travel well to Perth, and we're looking forward to another trip there and to come back with 3 points.
Now, it was a low-scoring grand final, which is not necessarily what you'd expect from the 2 highest-scoring teams in the competition. I imagine it'll be much more expansive in November, round 6.
I think grand finals are normally pretty tight, and I think that game was very tight, very cagey. Tactically, both teams set up really well. There was one goal I do remember we should have been a goal, so that would have changed the game, obviously. But these games are normally tight against the top teams, and we want to go there and score as many goals as we can. Last year, in the games that we did play over there were goals and excitement, so we're looking forward to that again this season.
And they've added Bruno Fornaroli to their ranks as well.
Yeah, Fornaroli's coming in, and Keogh looks like he's on the way out, so looks like for like, really. 2 very good strikers. Keogh was their leading goal scorer last year, so he's on the way out, and Bruno's coming in, a very talented striker, very skillful player as well, so obviously, we need to be careful of his strike force up there.
So this year as well, all the teams are getting 3 buys because of the 11 teams. Have they been helpful to us this year?
Well, it's a new system for us, so it's hard to say. But I think our first buy is before the Melbourne victory game, early on in the season. So we'll see how that one goes. But the other one, the last one, is in the Champions League period, and I think that's a very important one for us to have a buy in that period when we have a lot of games with travel and playing, the Asian teams overseas, and then coming back to the A-League. I think that will help us immensely.
Yeah, you've put together one hell of a potent squad this season. The Champions League has got to be something you're looking at seriously.
Yeah, we look at it all the time, the Champions League. You know, you really want to do well in that. It's difficult competition. Of course, we're playing against the best in Asia, which a lot of them teams have a lot of money to spend in, you know, the Chinese especially. But yeah, we want to get through the group and get out of the group and see where we can go from there. You know, we've put a squad together. I think a very good squad, great depth as well in our squad, and you know, that's something we want to improve on from last year.
Excellent. So now's a great time for fans to get their memberships and to join us for this great season ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Another season in the A-League, supporting the Sky Blues.